if you're just starting out, you you don't have to worry too much about the cost of your products for now. But you need to understand how the product's being assembled, testing, and roughly you'll have ideas. So for this type of products, I think once I start getting volume, I can do $5 as a acquisition cost. But now I can only get $8.
Yeah.
Now I should sell my products for $20, but to testing out the market, I decide to sell for $15.
Right. So
So instead of buying at 5 and selling for 20, then what you're doing is buying at 8 and sell for 15. And if do the math, you won't make any money with this.
Right, but
you validate the market. That is most important things for you.
Yeah.
As short time as possible that you know this products, someone, you put it out as an offer, you put it out in the traffic that you generate, and you test the market. See what is the conversion rate. If everyone just jump on the board and say, okay, 10% of the people would feel like buy your products, or buy this products for $15. Then you test your products, say, okay, what about $20? If you still get like 5%, and you calculate your cost of the leads, and you do your math, if it still makes sense, congratulations, you have a good and winning products.
Yeah.
Then you starting out, and that is still not the time you push for the $5 because your volume is not there. But you want to sell for 10,000 units a month and buy 10,000 and sell 10,000. Then you're not there yet. But you want to be there as soon as possible. So you don't say, okay, if I cannot find my supplier, then I won't do it. If I cannot find my supplier to be able to offer me $5 now, I won't do it. Right. That will be stupid.
Yeah.
Because
this is how most people look at it.
The cost of opportunity. Now you have a product versus market that been validated. You test the market out. You get a proving data showing this a good market. You want to jump in as soon as possible.
Right.
You don't want to waste that.
Right.
Because that is huge.
That is the most complicated thing. That's the most difficult thing, to validate the product, to make it work profitably, and then you can always grow it. You can always work on supply chain. You can always do things like that. But this is the most important thing. And I think a lot of people got that wrong. I think it's the complete opposite. The very first focus is like, okay, who can give me the best price? That's how everyone starts, and no one looks at what does it take to manufacture the product? What price can I get in the future? How can I work with the people? Like, that's not even on the radar for most people.
That's most of people having trouble to understand, because now everyone knows it's getting more and more crowded and more competitive. And I think if you can find some products that you can buy for very cheap without committing any number of the purchase, that you get offers for $5 now without actually doing business with them, and turn around you can sell for $25 or $30, then you are either extremely lucky person, or this whole thing is not real.
Right.
So everyone is trying to understand, that's my buying price, that's my selling price. I want to know for this products, what is the best selling price that can scale up. I want to know this first. and what is the cost of the products that I feel comfortable that I can got scalable profit. That's where I want to be. But usually that's, for example, that's $5, that's $20. Now you can get $8 or $9. Then you look into the product, the cost, the materials, the parts, the labors with our help. We can break down, buy one, and just tear that apart to analyze for you if that is possible. If we ever reach 5,000 units a month or 10,000 units a month, and we say yes, it's possible, but we need to validate this market first with these products. And it took you 1 month or 2 months, 3 months to validate the market. And then for this product at this cost, at this price, it works. It's really something can be scaled up. Then congratulations, we can do from there. And now you're still buying for $8. I'm telling you, for the first 3 batch, you're probably not making as much money as you would like to. But don't worry, you want to be there, on the volume. Every month you buy 5,000, but now the first batch you can only afford for 1,000 units or 500,000 units.
Yeah.
But how would you do it? From the zero, now you launch your products. You're getting serious. Usually what you should do is you want to get to there as soon as possible without making money, but also without losing money. Because no matter how hard you try to fight from, selling for 100 units a month to selling 3,000, whatever you think you lost in the process, nothing comparing to 1 month's profit once you get there.
Right. The cost of opportunity of not doing that is so high. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're missing out on
We're talking about selling 5,000 units a month, and now you're worried so much about, all the money I lose for selling 100 or 1,000 units a month, this $2, $3 difference. But you're so much, affix it with ideas. I don't have that price I like. Then you're stressed. You're so powerless. You don't want to do.
Because you cut
and
yourself
you waste
out
time.
Of, yeah. You cut yourself out of all opportunity.
You don't think about it. With all the potential profits you lost, it's really nothing compared to what you can really get once you're there. Yeah. So you want that process as short as possible. For this, it's not even about for a American or European buyer or versus a Chinese buyer. We're all the same. You buy that for $8, I buy that for $8 or $7. Because factory, they don't know how serious we are. You throw out 10,000 units or 5,000 units, they say, okay, that's the price. But when you're say, okay, I can only give 1,000 units, then that's it. Sorry, that's the price.
Right.
So you cannot just throw out a big number like Indian buyers, and then when you're actually placing order, you get 1/10 of the orders. Then for any serious supplier here, the factories, they won't fall for it. Right. Otherwise they will be closer the door long time ago.
Yeah.
So there's no trick. My way to dealing with suppliers, being very genuine, being very transparent, so they can actually help you. Yeah. You don't assume everyone's is gonna scam you. Everyone is gonna, just
Take advantage of you.
yeah,
Yes.
take advantage of you, because it's tough environment. It's a very competitive market.
Right.
If you can be very transparent, if you can be not afraid to tell the other parts, you know, the, the factories about who you are, what you do, and how you do it, then you don't earn their trust. How can they help you?
Right.
And with our help, with EPS help, we're gonna make sure you talk. We together are talk to the right suppliers. It's not a scam artist. As long as we can open ourselves up, being transparent, tell them the truth, they will help you.
Right.
If they can afford to quote you for products for $7, they won't quote you for products for $8.
Right.
Let me just say the list. Everyone say, for your first batch of order, you only place order for 100 or 500 or 1,000 units. $1 difference is not making that much difference for them.
No.
Trust me. So they want you to succeed. They want you to success. So they have a long-term business.
Right. The right supplier.
That's what they want with you.
Right. The right supplier, and that's why it's so much more important to find the right, reliable supplier than finding the best price.
Yeah, the best price can give you now, and who knows who they are.
Right.
And maybe they are a wholesale company. They just happen to have one batch of stock. They just want to liquidate.
Yeah.
They sell
Yes.
to you,
Yes.
and you feel happy because you finally get that for the price you want, and took you 3 months to sell, and finally this product works, and if you feel so happy, you come back to them, they say, sorry, that will be the last batch I can supply you.
Right. That's it. Sorry, we had this comment said this as well. She had the same situation, but with a factory. So they were producing, and then after Chinese New Year they switched, and they were not making that product at all anymore. They switched their complete production, and they're like, okay, we're not doing electronics anymore. Now we do silicone stuff. I don't know. It was like a complete different thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, before you go to them, the price is actually, everyone knows the price is very important, but to trust me, that's not even the first thing we should vet our supplier for. It's about, are they a serious manufacturing for this type of products? What is this particularly model in the eyes of theirs? How long will they keep producing this? What is their advantage in terms of the quality, delivery, lead time, and the cost of the products? And once you have all the answers and have all the right answers, then you won't get scammed on the price. You will get the right price. If you're being serious, if you're being transparent with them, they will give you the price that is there.
Yeah.
And but at the same time, you need to understand this product really works in terms of the selling them online. So that's your job to test the market.
Right.
Make sure you get the market is there.
And that's what we help with, right? I mean, we help people.
Yeah.
We do the market research with them. We do the coaching. We do the consulting. We do all of that stuff.
Sometimes for a product like this, you can buy that at a white label of the Alibaba, and turn around to sell for $20. And because for the nature of this products, if you have, for example, if you can have a better package, instead of buying for $5 for this product and selling for $20, then you have a better, nicer, new design of the package, you buy for $5.5. You got have pay $half more for this. But turn around, you can sell for $25 or $30. Would you do it? Would you do it? Everyone would do it. But it's not every products work that way, because you need to look at the nature of these products.
Yeah.
For something like beauty products, that might work, but it's not all the products that works. So how EPS can help you is to finding out that opportunity, the winning opportunity, to see how we can change the products, considering the quality, considering the cost, considering the lead time. But for example, if we adding a different feature, instead of the 4 weeks lead time for producing, it go up to eight weeks, then it makes no sense. We don't do it. Just period. No matter how much that can help you on the price, we just don't do it. The trade-off is not there. So you can see it's very customized. It's very case by case. So we can give you some generic answer, but you won't know what that means.
Right. It's a very unique. Yeah. It always depends on the product. Always depends on what you're selling, where you're selling, what's your model, how long you've been in business. Everyone's unique.
So, like I said, a lot of people, they just haven't been there and they understand this. So,
but it's good to learn this before you get there.
Hopefully everyone can understand, in this podcast, the audience can understand what we're talking about, appreciate, what we're trying to teach them.
Yeah, that's true. Most of the time people do after issues happened. Like, shit, I wish I would have listened to it. But that's just how it works.
Yeah.
Cool. Shall we end it here and go for lunch?
Yeah.
Awesome. That was good. Very easy, very simple.
Yeah. There's so much. So much.
We can do this every day.
Yeah.